What's up, YouTube? For today's video, with a full Genesect and the Legend Awaken movie team. So this movie came out in Japan on July 13, 2013. So quite a while ago, 9 years to be exact. Did you see this video when you were younger? Let me know in the comment section of the video, of course. And of course, this featured the shiny Genesect as well. So I'll be doing the Pokemon that were most prominent in this movie and putting 6 Pokemon on one team from there. We got 2 battles today with the Genesect movie team. Let's get into it. Now, the next movie team will be the Diancie one, and that's going to be it for Sword and Shield, because the next week we'll be at Scarlet and Violet. So, yeah, just getting very close to the end of Generation 8. So, our first Pokemon is going to be a Jolteon here. Now, this could be some sort of theme team as well, so if you can guess it, let me know in the comment section of the video. And have you been enjoying the movie teams? Let me know as well. I thought they were pretty cool. I don't know when we're going to pick up the next, you know, after the Diancie movie, because we have to wait for the Hooper movie for that, but I don't know, maybe down the track, a few years' time, we might see Hooper again to be usable in the games. Who knows? Alright, so we've got the Jolteon swapping out, and we've got the Lucario swapping in there. So interesting sort of looking Jolteons there. This is my normal Pikachu I've been using in most of the movie teams here. It's the Mix Attacker, Max Special Attack, and Max Speed. And yeah, it just has a couple of special attack and a couple of physical moves there. So we got Thunderbolt, Iron Tail, Quick Attack, and Agility, Light Ball as the item. So we got this Lucario coming in. It's going to go for a copycat on my Thunderbolt. Now, they were very lucky that I didn't have Lightning Roll, because that would have done nothing at all. Actually did a fair bit of damage to Pikachu. Then again, Pikachu isn't exactly what you call, you know, the most bulkiest Pokemon in the world. So I'm getting a critical hit there on Lucario. Lucario has got a Focus Sash as its item, and now I'm going to finish it off with Quick Attack. So it was very handy having Quick Attack on this Pikachu, you know, the surprising amount of this, you know, KOs you could pick up there. Now, we got the Jolteon coming back in here. I can't really use Thunderbolt on Jolteon, because I know it's going to have Volt Absorb, and I don't know, it's sort of extra doubt whether it has Quick Feed or not. So I really can't do a lot to this apart from like Quick Attack. I mean, I could go for an Iron Tail and try and go for a defense drop, hoping that'll live the next move and then go for Quick Attack, but it's probably better to just go for 2 Quick Attacks, you know, for damage. Not that it really did a lot. Now, interesting enough, the Jolteon is going to be going for a Sunny Day here. So I was like, I wonder why it's going for Sunny Day. I wonder what sort of strategy they've got in mind. Now we're going to have the Jolteon going for a Weather Ball. I opted to go for a different move than Quick Attack. I just wanted to see. And Pikachu is going to faint to a Weather Ball. So that's a Fire-type move. And yeah, so a Weather Ball Jolteon with a Fire-type. Pretty cool. Next Pokemon is Charizard. I thought this was a good opportunity to actually send it in here. We got a bulky Charizard. So this is a heavy-duty boots as the item, of course, you know, in case running into Stealth Rocks and things like that. And it's fairly bulky. So the Jolteon had Covet and stole those heavy-duty boots, and my Fire Spin actually missed. So this is my Fire Spin Willow Miss set there on Charizard. I've used this a fair bit. I tend to swap between Will-O-Wisp and Toxic on this set, and it works reasonably well. So I've got Fly as well, and Roost. Max Health and Max Special Defense works pretty nicely on this set. I found it's better as a special defensive wall than a defensive wall most of the time. And we got the Alcremie coming in here. So Alcremie is actually not going to be Alcremie, it's going to be a Zoroark. Lots of Zoroarks lately, and we're going to get some pretty good damage on there with a Fire Spin and the, you know, the Sunlight. Not that, you know, Zoroark is, you know, very bulky either. So this Charizard has the opportunity to go for a Fly here, and it can also go for Roost. So Fly would actually probably nearly take the Zoroark out after the Fire Spin damage. I was thinking here what I was going to do. I was like, obviously I'm going to get outsped. So now Zoroark's going to go for a Night Day. So like, I should live this because I'm bulky, and I did. And I even got an accuracy drop here. And guess what? The Fire Spin managed to actually land on Zoroark still and take it out. So that was pretty nice, you know. So that's going to be the end of Zoroark, which is awesome. So that's also going to be the end of the Sunlight here too. Now, the next Pokemon to come at it is going to be the Jolteon from early before. Now, I haven't seen any electric-type moves on this at all, but I was like, well, I'm probably going to get outsped here anyway. I mean, the Covet's going to take me out, you know, I mean, even Weather Ball without the Sun's going to take me out, you know, even low 50 base power. Jolteon is going to go for Electric-type move. It has Volt Switch, so it's got Sunny Day, Volt Switch, Weather Ball, and Covet. So there you go, bit of an interesting set right there. So out goes the Jolteon, and in comes the Alcremie. So it's like, okay, I'm looking at their team, I'm thinking, this might be G-Max Alcremie. Oh, also, on this team, there is a Mega Mewtwo Y. So obviously, I can't have Megas in this game, so I just used the Mewtwo and called it Mewtwo Y. So, you know, that was like the closest thing I could possibly do. So this is a physical Mewtwo. It is pretty fun to actually use. So we got Scope Lens as the item, Pressure's Ability. We got Psycho Cut, Power Up Punch, Ice Punch, and Fire Punch. This is Max Speed, Jolly Nature, and Max Attack. So I've got Power Punch to boost his attack, or if I want to, Dynamax and Mewtwo, I can use Max Knuckle too. And I've got like some Elemental Punches for coverage and Psycho Cut for crits. A pretty good chance. So out comes the G-Max Alcremie. Well, Mewtwo, well, it's not really going to do a lot of damage to this thing. This thing is so tanky, and its G-Max move heals it as well. So it's an extremely good Pokemon for sure. So that's going to be a 2-hit KO against one Mewtwo. Now, I could go for Dynamax Mewtwo here. I could go for Max Mindstorm, leave the next attack. Will it be enough to take out Alcremie? I don't know, because I don't think so, because it's very bulky, and its G-Max move also heals it as well. So I thought it's not really worth it going for that. So let's just go ahead and see if I can get a crit with Psycho Cut. And, I did pretty good damage there. Max Mindstorm sure would have done a little bit more, but I still feel that I would have lost that matchup there, and I would have had a very low chance to crit. So Alcremie is going to get some more health back there, and Mewtwo Y is going to faint. I used up my Mega Pokemon, people. I do hope Mega Pokemon come back into the game eventually. Next Pokemon is going to be Genesect. Of course, this is what the movie's about, and this Genesect is a mix attacker. So we've got Techno Blast, Shift Gear, Explosion, and Fell Stinger, and this one is Hasty Nature from the movie one. I was traded this a long time ago, so I thought I might as well use it for this team. So we got that Shift Gear. We're going to boost its speed and attack. That's going to help me be even faster. I thought I might be able to go for Explosion against this. That's why I boosted its attack. So we got Max Knuckle there from Alcremie. So this is like a physical set. So that must have came off Play Rough on that Mewtwo. Unless it's like a mix attack, it well could be that too. So now I've got the option to go for Explosion or Techno Blast against this Alcremie. I've got Occa Berry as the item. I was going to put on one of the drives, but I was like, nah, I'll do Occa Berry instead, because, every time you see a Genesect, it's like, well, just hit it with like a fire type move. So I know that Explosion is going to be able to take this out, like, definitely. I wasn't sure about Techno Blast, though. So I was like, Alcremie's kind of bulky on the special side. So I went for the Explosion here, and that is going to bury the Alcremie in one shot, which is very cool. I've actually seen that nickname on Alcremie before, and I know that it's not like, obviously, Alcremie's name or another language, so I believe this is some sort of theme team, I'm trying to think what it is. It's not a game I'm super familiar with. So the next Pokemon is going to be Jolteon. I've got my Axew here. This is a Focus Sash Mold Breaker set, and I've got Counter Protect, Reversal, and Dragon Claw. So I went for counters. I thought they may go for Comet, but they're going to go for Sunny Day instead. So like, okay, fair enough. I can go for Reversal or Dragon Claw here as well. So I thought, well, I might as well go for... I've got Dragon Claw and Reversal being the most powerful attacks there. And your Reversal on 1 health is going to do a lot of damage. And Dragon Claw is probably going to do a bit more than that. So they're going to go for the Volt Switch instead. Volt Switch doesn't really do a lot of damage, unfortunately. So my Reversal's not going to do like lots of damage either. Now, the next Pokemon to come out is going to be Roserade. I kind of wish I went for Dragon Claw here instead of Reversal. But I thought their attack would do a little bit more, but yeah, that's going to do nothing to Roserade. Now, Roserade is definitely going to be able to outspeed me here. Even like, I've got Jolly Nature on this and Max Attack and Jolly Nature, but even with that, Axew's probably not doing, it's not reaching like maximum speed limits, right? So we got the Roserade, and instead of attacking me, going for the spikes here, I just went for Dragon Claw as my best attack. I thought this should be like a 2-hit KO, and it was, so good damage there. However, the Roserade is going to be having a Citrus Berry, and it's going to be, healing back some of that damage that I did to it. Now, they could opt to go for another spikes here, but they are risking actually fainting to Axew's Dragon Claw. So instead of going for like another spikes, I went for Pin Missile, so it's like a Technician set with Pin Missile, and that's going to be the end of my Axew. So I've only got one more Pokemon left here on the Genesect movie team, and we got Dragonite for Iris, of course. So This is a mix set. We got Horn Drill, Hurricane, Thunder, and Rain Dance. So a special attacking set. This Dragonite is Damp Rock as the item to extend the Rain Dance for 8 turns. Ability is going to be multi-scale. The EV spread is Timid Nature, Max Speed, and Max Special Attack. I just threw Horn Drill on there as, like, say I come across a really bulky special defense wall, I might be able to, get a lucky Horn Drill there and break through those defenses, because Dragonite Special Attack is decent, but I'm not running any stab outside of Hurricane, and it can kind of be walled easy. So we're going to go for Hurricane there on the Roserade. That is enough to take out, which is good, and that's going to be super effective. So I've still got Jolteon, and there's one other Pokemon left that I'm a little bit scared of, but we're going to see what happens there. So next Pokemon to come in, the Sunlight is going to fade too, which is good. That's going to be better if I'm using Hurricane and stuff like that. I also had to go for Dynamax there too, because Thunder and Hurricane are not good. It's not good using those ones in the Sunlight, right? So I can go for Max Strike, which is coming off Horn Drill. I don't have any attack EVs, so it's not. I know the chance of it taking Jolteon out is not very high, so I just went for Max Strike anyways. Let's see how much it does. So Max Strike does alright damage, so another one will take it out. I couldn't use Thunder or Max Lightning, and Hurricane was going to do nothing anyway. So Jolteon's just going to go for a Weather Ball. They've broken my multi-scale. I think that's all they really could do there, and I'm just going to go for Max Airstream here, right? I mean, they could have got stolen an item, but I don't think. Actually, I don't know if they could have stolen an item. No, they stole an item before. So that's the end of the Jolteon, which is good. I just went for another Max Airstream there. I may as well get a Speed Boost. And the last Pokemon here is going to be Lycanroc. Now, this was a very, very fortunate matchup for me. I mean, it's not the greatest matchup in typing, but I was like, wait a second. I can make use of Horn Drill here, right? Because Thunder and Hurricane, they're not going to one-shot it, but Horn Drill, that will one-shot it. And since it is No Guard as the ability, that means my Dragonite is not going to miss a Horn Drill, and it's going to take out the Lycanroc. So that was very, very lucky having Horn Drill there. If I didn't have that, the Lycanroc definitely would have won. I'm sure I had some sort of rock-type move to finish me off. But thank you, Sunny, for the battle. Let's get on to battle number 2, and this one is against Sia. And we got another 6v6 Pokemon battle there. It's always nice when you got a one-hit KO move and the opponent's got No Guard. That's the thing about No Guard. It's a good ability, but it can be used against you. So first Pokemon is going to be Liepard, and I've got this Axew. So I wonder if this is going to be a physical Liepard. I do have Counter. I was thinking I could just straight up use Counter. But then again, it might have Fake Out, or it could be a Nasty Plot special attacking set. I wasn't really sure, so I was like, you know what, let's go for Protect. If it's got Fake Out, well, that'll be great, I'll still have my Focus Sash intact. Now, instead of using Fake Out, it's gone for Hone Claw, so it is a physical attacking set, well, you think so, unless they're increasing their accuracy on the special attacking set, which would be, there'd be sort of a lower chance of that happening. So I'm like, okay, well, I may as well I could either go for Counter or Reversal here. If I go for Counter, it's going to be the same sort of thing. So let's go ahead and go for that. Liepard's gone for the Play Rough, which is excellent because now I can go for Counter, and that'll easily take out the Liepard. So I feel like Reversal or Counter, both moves would have taken it out. I mean, Counter was 100% guaranteed, right? So bye-bye, Liepard. Next Pokemon to come in here is going to be the Luxray. Now, this could be, this well and truly could be a theme team as well. Let me know if you can guess the theme team in the comment section, or if it is a theme team. I'm not 100% sure here, but I feel like it is. So now I'm going to go for Reversal on the Luxray. That was excellent damage there, obviously with an Intimidate up. And now the Luxray is going to go for Electric Terrain. So that's going to boost its electric type moves, and of course put the terrain on the field too. So I can go for a Reversal here, and I went for that. So I know the Luxray will leave this unless I got like a critical hit, which I didn't. And now Luxray is going to go for a Snarl. So I'm like, okay, fair enough. It's a special attacking Luxray. That's the end of my Axew. Now, after it uses Snarl, it did have the Throat Spray as the item. So its special electric type moves are going to be hitting, pretty damn hard here. So I've got my Pikachu. I know this Luxray is kind of slow, so I've got the option to go for Thunderbolt here, and that should be enough to take it out. Now, I'm going to go for, Pikachu's going to go for Thunderbolt here on the Luxray, and that's the end of that. So, I didn't have any speed EVs on Pikachu, so I was a little bit worried I might get outspeed, but I was running Naive Nature, so that must have been just enough, to outspeed it. So in comes the Meowstic female here, and that's actually going to get a defense rise there, which is pretty cool. Sorry, special defense. And now I've got Thunderbolt. I might as well go for that. It's going to be powerful. They're going to go for Yawn there. Even though Yawn doesn't affect you on the same turn, it still is blocked by electric terrain, right? So now they're going to go for a stored power here. So it's Yawn and stored power. I don't know what sort of set they had in mind there, but, you know, Pikachu being not very bulky at all, it still did a lot of damage, right? So that's going to be the end of the Meowstic. I guess they got that boost in the berry, which helped out too on stored power. So they did get like one boost on stored power. So next Pokemon is going to be Espeon. Oh, look, I'm truly on an espionage mission here. I finally got to use my pun with the, you know, the Pokemon Espeon, and nicknamed Espeon, Espionage. So here I'm like, well, there's no way I'm going to be able to outspeed the Espeon. Let's go for quick attack. Pretty good damage here on Espeon. Espeon's going to be a physical set, which is pretty cool. Pikachu is going to get dropped by that. So no static or anything like that, unfortunately. Now, the next Pokemon I could bring is going to be my Genesect here. This Genesect, I can actually go for Fell Stinger here, which is going to be good. I got a attack rise too, so I'm like, wow, this is going to have like a lot of attack here. So I can go for a Fell Stinger, +1 in attack. That should be enough to take out Espeon like easy peasy, right? The Espeon's going to go for a Wish here. So like, okay, I was kind of curious what Espeon would do to Genesect as well. This Genesect also, if I didn't say the EVs, this was max speed and max special attack. So I had no attack EVs at all. So now I've got a pretty decent chunk of attack, and out comes Mew. So I'm like, I think they might Dynamax their Mew here. And I think that if I do go for Fell Stinger, I think that Mew has a small chance of actually living, because I'm not running a physical attacking set, and, you know, Fell Stinger's got very, very low base power. So once again, I went for the explosion, but the Mew didn't Dynamax. I thought they might, and yeah, that's going to be the end of Mew and Genesect there. In hindsight, I probably could have gone for Fell Stinger there, but I felt like bulky Mew and like with Mew's already like really good bulk, it would have probably just lived that. And I thought it might have like a 5-time move, but it didn't. So that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. The next Pokemon's going to be Raikou. I've got this Charizard here. I was like, well, this isn't a great matchup for Charizard because I'm sure it's got an electric type move. So the final Pokemon is going to be Dynamax, which is Raikou, of course, here. So this Charizard set wasn't cut out for Dynamaxing, like, you know, Max Flare coming off Fire Spin with no special attack EVs. It wasn't really doing too much either. Now, I've got no idea what sort of Raikou set this is going to be. I'm sure it's got something like Thunderbolt or Thunderite or some sort of Electrite move. So here comes the Max Lightning Zone. Let's see what sort of set it is. That does a lot. That was my max health, max special defense Charizard. So that critted me too. So I was like, I don't know what that could have been there, because that could have been physical or special, but I'm sort of leaning towards it probably is special, and they got a critical hit there. So that's the end of Charizard. I can bring in my Dragonite here and see. I mean, I've got Multi-Tail, so I'm pretty confident. I can't use Horn Drill. I can use Hurricane or Thunder, but like I said, I'm sort of on limited options there to take this Raikou. I still wish I had my Genesect now, you know. If I took that Genesect out with Fell Stinger, I could have just gone Explosion, you know, but that's how it is. I'm going to go for the Hurricane here. I knew it would do nothing. I was like, that's probably the best move to go for, and I got the Hurricane Confusion, so like, that's really cool. That was, you know, that's nice and lucky. However, the Raikou is going to get around that Confusion and now go for Max Steel Spike. Like, Max Steel Spike. That must be coming from, like, Iron Tail, so this must be like a physical Raikou, so no wonder my Charizard did faint there. I mean, it still did get a critical hit though. So Raikou's going to be confused, and now they're going to go for Max Lightning on the Dragonite. So I wanted to see how much this would do, and it did live. So that tells me that it definitely is a physical set. So that must be coming off like Wild Charge on the Raikou. So I've got the option to go for Horn Drill here. It's going to snap out of Confusion, unfortunately, and go for Extreme Speed. So I'm like, okay, it is a physical set. So that's the end of my Dragonite there. I tried to go for the Horn Drill, but I got outsped. I say I would have got outsped anyway. Next Pokemon, or last Pokemon, is my Mewtwo Y. Now, with the Mewtwo Y, I can go for Dynamax, and I can go for Max Mind Stone. Will this be enough to take out Raikou in one shot? It's like, I mean, this will do a fair bit of damage, so I might as well go for it. You know, Mewtwo is a fairly bulky Pokemon too. Now, if they go for Wild Charge here as well, that'll be like loads and loads of recoil, and it'll faint them, you know. So and I'm sure that I can outspeed Raikou as well. I know that it's not Choice Scarf at the same time there as well. Wouldn't be having like Choice Scarf extreme speed, so Mewtwo can definitely outspeed the Raikou. Now we've got an electric train in the field here. Raikou's going to go for extreme speed, so that did a fair bit of damage to Mewtwo considering. I'm going to go for Max Mindstorm there, so now they won't be able to go for that extreme speed the next turn. And since I know now that they're definitely not Choice Scarf, I can simply finish them off with a Max Mindstorm the next turn, and that's the end of the game. So they tried to go for extreme speed there, blocked by the Psychic Terrain, of course, and I guess I was just showing that there was nothing that could do there. So that's going to be the end of the Raikou or Raiken. I don't know, and that's maybe it's a team, I'm not sure. So I hope you enjoyed the Pokemon Genesect movie team. I'll catch you for tomorrow a video. Peace out.